When you call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with desperation. You are begging for it and you are determined to get the answer. So there is no contradiction between the brokenness and the vulnerability that we approach our dua with, and the conviction and the certainty that we have that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will answer that dua. So there is no such thing as a fruitless dua, and a person should not have a sense of hesitation when they approach their dua and say, maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is getting tired of hearing me say this dua over and over again. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not tire of forgiving you until you tire of seeking His forgiveness. Allah Azza wa Jal does not tire of answering you until you tire of asking Him. And so you should never think that, maybe I've asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala too many times for something, or maybe at this point I should tone down my dua. You should elevate your dua. You should raise your dua. You should have confidence in your dua. The confidence is not that the outcome will be as you wanted it to be. The confidence is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the best outcome based upon His knowledge, His wisdom, His power. But sometimes a person approaches dua with this hesitation because they think, maybe I'm too sinful. Like maybe the reason why my du'as are not manifesting in the way that I wanted them to manifest is because, I'm struggling with this and I'm struggling with that. You have all these great Muslims that are calling upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so there's an element of hesitation like, oh Allah, if you will, oh Allah, if you want, oh Allah, I know I don't deserve it. And subhanAllah, all of that is also a bad opinion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah does not need you to be perfect in order to answer you. No one should feel unworthy, and no one should be hesitant when they call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He is ever ready to hear your sincere supplications, no matter what it is that you are asking Him for. You have a Lord who wants you to know that He is Rahman and Rahim. You think when you knock on the door of Ar-Rahman Rahim, He says, no, I will not forgive you, I will not show mercy to you. Don't say, Insha'Allah, in shi'ta, oh Allah, if you will, oh Allah, I know, oh Allah, no, oh Allah, give me this, oh Allah, give me that. Your relationship with Allah should be one in which you go to Him always desperate, yet confident. Always trying to be better, but not waiting to be better to ask Him. And dear brothers and sisters, we should do our best to remove the barriers between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that we elevate the acceptance of our dua and our deeds. But at the same time, don't wait to be perfect when you are calling upon the one who is perfect and who never required from you perfection in the first place.